Time's gonna be a quick one, but I just gotta say something real quick. So there's a lot going on in general, but I want to share something about the person I learned a lot from all his books. This this gentleman right here. Subscribe to this channel. He has a lot of information right here. And this is the bookstore you can purchase books from, also online. So the thing is, right now, there's a lot of calamities, yes. There's a lot of catastrophes going on that they're not talking about, yes, most definitely. So let's see. There was an earthquake that hit New York. An earthquake that hit New York yesterday. Like literally hit New York. And I think it was like 3.0 on the Richter scale. And also Jersey got hit with that too. So there's a lot of stuff happening across the globe. But I want to share this. I'm going to share his picture again. This gentleman right here. This gentleman right here. I speak a lot about him. That's the bookstore. This right here is also the YouTube channel. Okay? I want y'all to also see something that I'm going to share with you when it pertains to Dr. Malachi Z. York. Okay? Alright. I'm about to show y'all another video. And this is something that he said years ago. Okay? This is another video I want to share right now that y'all can look up. I'm trying to see if I can find it. Because what they're not telling you. Alright. This video right here. I recommend you listen to that. There's a lot of things happening across the planet. And that gentleman spoke on it. He said everything that's happening now, he said it was going to happen. Okay? And the brother B. Dell spoke on it, spoke on a lot of his teachings. And Dr. Malachi York is seriously letting, he told people everything that was going to happen. All these movies that you see, as far as all these sci-fi movies that you see, they got it from this book called The Holy Tablets. A lot of his books was not copywritten. So a lot of these movies that you see that sci-fi, they got it from out his books and all of that. From the Star Wars, all that came from out those books. Because the Holy Tablets itself have a whole lot of information that's going on today at this day and time. I want to show y'all. Hey, T-Time, what's going on? I'm just saying right now, we really have to wake up because B. Dell broke it down, like I said earlier. He broke it all down. Everything I told y'all, he said it in a nutshell. He pretty much confirmed that the veil is lifted. It's no more. I've been saying the same stuff over and over again. How y'all doing, everybody? Peace. T-Time, how you doing? I've been saying the same thing over and over again for a reason. I just like how the numbers just went up all the way to 31, then it went down to 6. That's crazy. But anyway, I digress. Everything that's happening. And I told y'all earlier, do not pay attention to that so-called extraterrestrial gathering or meet up with people on this planet in November. They are not the real ones. Period. They are not the real ones. They are nothing more than falsified beings. I'm telling you what I know. If that even happened. Because they do a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden, they all look like African Americans and all this other stuff, so-called African Americans and all this nonsense, right? So I'm just letting y'all know, this is something that they're really trying to play with the mindsets of the so-called African American people and also playing the mindsets of other people. And then there's a movie that had They had George Clinton called Cosmic Slop. When I was on the old channel, we mentioned that. When I was featured on the old channel, we mentioned that. In that show, Cosmic Slop, also talk about Santeria in it too. And in that very show, man, no. Okay, look. No, let's see. Anyway, so yeah, in the movie Cosmic Slop, it had Oshun in there. It had the extraterrestrials coming to pick up the human beings, but see, these extraterrestrials was actually the real ones, was actually the real Anunnaki. That's who picked them up, not these people that's coming now. Okay, y'all gotta remember. Yo, somebody gotta get rid of you because I don't no, you're not gonna be no mod. Somebody gonna have to get rid of this person. I don't know who is that. Somebody saying, but anyway, there's a lot. Y'all see, there's a lot of trolls on here tonight. I'm just trying to go ahead and get rid of some of these people because I'm not trying to use my train of thought. So here you go. Like I said, these beings are trying to get you and all that stuff. They're trying their best to confuse us, and also these beings are not the real ones. They're not the real ones at all. They like in Cosmic Slop, they showed how the so-called black people. Oh, I'm not. Exactly. But you know, them trolls come from somewhere else, and I know where they come from. And a lot of the subscribers know that I talked to, and I told you, T-Time, when you're gonna have to talk. You know, to see how the way it went down. Now it's down to 5 people. But see, here to go. So anyway, like I was saying, these beings, they are trying to come at us. They're trying to come at us with all this falsehood because they want us, pretty much, they want to get rid of us. They want us off of here. They want us gone, but they can't get rid of us because we are the natural born this is out. We are the natural born rulers of this planet and the inherent and we belong, and this planet is ours. We are also intergalactic as well. You know what I'm saying? We're also intergalactic and all of the above. They know that. Listen, the story goes, and I'm gonna share this story with you. There is a particular Anunnaki being that pricked his finger and put it in the DNA of so-called black people. That is the one called Enki. You too, Anna. That is called Enki. Enki was the one that did that. He pricked his finger, put his DNA or his blood into his creation, which was the human race. Or the real human race, or may I say, those that they try to call us Moors, or they try to call us Moreno, or whatever. The indigenous people of the planet, also the indigenous ones here in this country. Our DNA is very, very serious. The melanin that we have is very serious. It is connected to the cosmos. And what they're not telling you is that they've been at war for not just your inheritance, but for your DNA. Because your DNA is very ancient. And they know it. Then to top all of that, you're so connected to the planet. You're so connected to this planet that they want to keep you pretty much off the frequency of the transformation that's about to take place with you all. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, your energy, your frequency, your melanin is all connected to the universe, to this planet. They know it. They're going to do everything to be a part of the distraction to keep you asleep. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to find another video that I want y'all to just go ahead and take, look it up, subscribe to it or whatever. I really want y'all to pay attention. Okay? There's something I want to share. There's something I want to share. Where is that? Because everybody keep on talking about how the Masons were so evil, but there was actually a good group of Masons that was led by the same guy who I showed you. Okay. This video by Dr. Malachi Z. York. Look at that video right there. Young Elder posted that up. Okay? You got a lot of brothers and sisters that are Nuwaubians that are literally pushing Dr. York's information. This is another one. Okay? I'm trying to find all the ones. And this is a good one too. Alright? So the whole thing is, I really want y'all to understand, overstand, and understand what I'm saying to you all. Okay? The thing about it is, Dr. York went into total detail about everything. He went in total detail about everything that's been going on in the planet. Another thing I want to share with y'all is, let me see. I'm typing this on my on YouTube. I'm typing all natural disasters this year. Okay. Give me a second. All the natural. Disasters, I think I'm spelling it right, in the world this year. I really want y'all to know what's really going on out here. Now, let me show you. This is stuff. This happened 2 months ago. 2 months ago. You see that? Let's see what else. Bear with me. All this stuff that you've seen that I'm scrolling down. All this stuff that happened 9 months ago, 6 months ago. Look at this. 30 natural disasters you have to see. That was 6 months ago. All of this, look. All of that. Mr. Tracy, you're going to have to go back to the video, like in the beginning. Okay? I'm just showing y'all stuff that happened. Like, this happened 7 months ago with all these natural disasters. There's up-to-date stuff. Like I said, New York was hit. New York was hit with an earthquake yesterday. And Jersey. So that says a whole lot, doesn't it? Then I'm gonna make a prediction. Those on the East Coast, watch everything go this winter. This hurricane season also is going to be a problem. This hurricane season is going to be a problem. Listen, there's going to be tornadoes that touch down in places that you thought that they would never touch down. I said this in an old live in the beginning of the year. Now, the beginning of the new year for me is the spring solstice. I'm telling y'all what I know. There's going to be tornadoes touching down in places where people never thought they would touch down at. Some of them haven't touched down in those areas in years. Listen, they've been portals and vortexes that already been open on the planet. They do not want you to know this stuff. What's happening, like I told y'all, Gaia has now merged with the spirit realm. Now the veil is gone too, which is also going to bring forth a lot of different and wild things, natural disasters. Also, more portals are going to open. You're going to start seeing more apparitions, which are ghosts, spirits, and all of that. Listen, a lot of things that I cannot really explain to you right now is going to happen, because what's happening in the planet herself is going back to her ancient ways, her ancient self. A lot of these monuments, a lot of these what they call them, a lot of these skyscrapers are not going to be around like that, because all these earthquakes that's coming is going to destroy that. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds too far-fetched. Alright? I'm just letting y'all know what's about to happen. And then to top all of that, the states, I don't, you know what? That's something questionable, T-Time. I don't know about that. It's like, you got to remember, these people also, they play with the news media too. You get what I'm saying? They play with the news media. You got to remember, they on their last leg, so they got to bring a lot of confusion. That's where they at right now. A lot of confusion they have to bring. You got me? So, T-Time, do you have my email? You might have to get a pen and paper, because I'm gonna have to just, spell it for you, so you can email me. All right. But this is what they're not telling y'all. I'm telling you, all this stuff is about to happen. Look, I'm gonna tell you, Florida's already below sea level. You got to keep your eyes on Yellowstone. Okay? Listen, a lot of earthquakes hit Yellowstone. Just the other day, Russia got hit with an earthquake. 8.7 or 8.8 on the Richter scale. Then got hit with another one. Okay? Everything I done told y'all is happening. I want to give a shout out to Mother Shelly Kaysen. She gave me a video to confirm that. She was like, B, you said this years ago this was going to happen. And I want to give a shout out to her. Mother Shelly, I want to give a shout out to you too, because you know that I've been saying this stuff for years, because I really care about the people. I'm not just saying stuff to be saying it. My thing is, wherever you are, I want y'all to know, if you're on a coastal line, eventually you're going to have to move inland. The brother who I watched, the Mother Shelly put me on with, he said that the United States is going to have to keep that eye, I think, in 2026, 2027. That is not that far from now. Okay? My thing to everybody, you have to start getting yourselves, if you have the money, to start moving inland or something. I don't know what's going to happen like that, but they already saying that Cali is going to get hit with an earthquake and tsunami. This is what I'm hearing. This is what sources are saying, which means it's going to turn into an island. Okay? I'm not making this stuff up. I'm not just talking. Okay? I done said this stuff on other streams. I said this stuff was going to happen. I've been saying this stuff was going to happen for years now. And people thought I was just making shit up. No. No, hell no. Listen, the average person sometimes on YouTube, a lot of people don't give a damn. They just want views, likes, and stuff like that. I don't care. I want people to survive and live and be prepared. Okay? What y'all don't know is that by all these portals being open and all these people claiming to be into spirituality, and claim to be doing all these rites, what you call rituals today, a lot of them were not initiated. And a lot of them playing with it. And if they were initiated, they didn't go through the whole initiation. Okay? Because they are playing with something that they should not be playing with. Okay? There's things that's going on in the planet right now as we speak. There are not just underground cities, there's also underground civilizations. Also, that they're not telling anybody about. And it's ran by certain beings. Okay? What they're not telling you is that a lot of those earthquakes that happened several years ago, they were underground wars going on. Underground wars going on with the military of our country and beings that don't even belong here. There are stargates. Stargates are portals. These portals open up these vortexes for other beings and also multi-dimensional beings to enter. Sometimes these multi-dimensional beings can enter and inhabit the physical body of whoever they choose as their conduit that has a weak vessel. I know this sounds crazy, and I know it sounds so far-fetched, but I need y'all to understand that I'm not making up none of the stuff that I'm saying to you. Okay, I've been on this journey for years, and every time I speak on stuff like this, somebody on YouTube confirms it, or somebody on TikTok confirms it. I'm not just saying the stuff that I'm talking about. I'm not just saying it to be saying it. I'm saying the stuff that I know. Okay? And if they're not on YouTube, if they're not on TikTok, they on YouTube. And if they're not on YouTube or TikTok, they be on Facebook doing lives. Okay? Or they go ahead on TikTok doing lives. They go on other platforms going live, like even down to what they call it, Rumble. So I'm telling y'all from what I know, that from what I was told, that after they did all those fighting wars underground, and my godfather, who's a Babala, who's a high priest in Ifa, told me a lot of this stuff was happening. He said a lot of stuff was happening, underground wars and everything, earthquakes and all of that. Then he also said that they won, but they barely won. But it's not over yet, because it's still portals that's open. And then my godfather told me, he said that when they went after those beings, they told them that there's legions of them, like the movie Legion. He said that they said there were legions of them. Okay? Oh, I'm not geeking, Jonas. I'm not geek. No, I'm not geek, bro. I'm telling y'all what I know. See, this is where we at. We are dealing with beings that are walking amongst us in human form, and also you're dealing with people that are also possessed. Thank you, Rochelle. Everything that I've been trying to tell y'all, I'm not making this stuff up. Listen. There's portals open still, and there's beings still coming here. And then a lot of these celebrities are reptilian. This is something that they're not telling you. And a lot of these celebrities are not the real celebrities either. It sounds crazy, I know. You know what I'm saying? But I'm letting y'all know what the hell is going on out here. Okay? If only you knew. And there's certain things I can't say on YouTube I really want to say. Just know that everything you see is not reality. Everything you see is not reality. Everything and all the celebrities you watch, that is not really them. You need to look at the movie They Live. The movie They Live, and it's a show called V that a brother mentioned earlier when I went live. The movie V, or show called V, shows you that they're a reptilian. And how you can tell, sometimes their eyes slit and it turns into the slit like the same eyes of a reptile. The late great Kwaito Mutwa, who was a Zulu priest, literally said out of his mouth, they're called the Chitauri, the Chitauri. And he said that they've been here for a long time. He said, in the beginning, us melanated people would use telepathy to communicate with the animals. He said, literally, what we would do to communicate with the animals when we needed to sacrifice an animal, all we had to do is use our mind, and the animal would come and kneel down before us like that and be ready to get, sacrificed. That's the kind of power that we had. And my godfather also told me we used to levitate. See, I'm saying all this stuff. Yeah, don't she? Don't she? They are also doing that too, DNA splicing and all of that. They're doing all of that stuff. They've been doing that. Matter of fact, there was a guy, I don't even watch Vlad TV, but I watched that one episode with that guy that looked like Tizion, whatever his name is, that the young man that was killed. Okay? There was a clone that looked just like him. He even mentioned that he was a clone. And he gave his number and everything. See, this is some serious stuff that's been going on. And then you got to get the movie the Clone Wars. All this stuff is going on. Oh no, never. Never thinking that you trolling T-Time. You're a mod. Man, you've been on here since, who knows how long since I've been talking about this. But I'm just saying, I really want people to know that everything I'm saying, I'm not making it up. And a lot of the information I gathered from cross-referencing, and I've been doing cross-references back and forth since 2009. I've been doing cross-referencing and so on. I even have students that I taught this information to that actually went on and surpassed me to the knowledge, to the point where I'm like, yo, it helped me connect all the dots. Okay? And I'm like, yo, I'm thankful that my students came to me and said, hey, we got some information for you. We need you to know if you can decipher it. And I deciphered a lot of stuff with them. And then they started moving forward. So I do have a lot of mentees. You know what I'm saying? And they looking at me like, yo, they know where I know is not lying. I'm not lying about none of the stuff I'm saying. You also need to look up Agartha and Shambhala and Agartha. Look that up too. I think that's what they call Agartha and Shambhala. A lot. That's a part. These are underground civilizations. That's real. Another thing that you got to keep your eyes on. Please, and I'm going to say it again, please keep your eyes on the weather patterns. Watch all the natural disasters that are happening around. Okay? Then, let alone, they're going to have a lot of people that are sleeper cells too. Keep that in mind. Look up what is called The Manchurian Candidate. Look at that movie too. I'm gonna name a couple movies. I already named one. I said They Live. What's it called? The Manchurian Candidate. They had the original and the one that had Denzel Washington in it. Okay. There's a movie also called The Covenant. It's dealing with like warlocks and all that, but it got some truth in it. Got a lot of truth in it. Another movie, I'm gonna name at least 3 more. Let me think about these movies real quick. This movie called I Am Number 4. They never made a sequel to it. And there's another damn movie that had this girl that was like the Hunger Games. So I can't remember it. And the girl on there was a black girl. She became the leader of this revolt. Yeah, something big is coming, of course. Look, our intuition is one of the most powerful things, but you also have 3 other psychic gifts. Okay? Telepathy, psychometry, let me see. And I always say, I'm gonna say it's telekinesis. Okay, I can't remember the other one, but I say telekinesis is the substitute for right now. Okay? Something big is coming. It's dealing with the planet, because look, those that are watching, I'm gonna be 100 with y'all, and there's not trolling, and there's actually listening. Many of you had a high-pitched ringing sound in your ear. Okay, the high-pitched ringing sound go deep, deep. It's in your ear. You hear it. Sometimes your ear might close up. You can hear it. Then it open back up. With the moving. Shoot, I'm trying to remember. T-Time, you know, I be going and I be forgetting sometimes. So you talking about the movie, right? If you talking about the movie, I said I Am Number 4. If you didn't put that down. And the other movie that I was talking about, it was a girl. It was like the Hunger Games, and they had a black girl that was leading the charge. And here's the thing: she had powers. Hey, how you doing, Angie? Angie, baby, how you doing? Okay, so check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Oh, the gifts. Oh, okay. You have telepathy, the intuition, psychometry, and I always say, and clairvoyancy, and telekinesis. Okay, psychometry is when you pick up somebody's belongings, and you can actually read and tell who they are and what they look like. Okay, that came from out of Dr. Malachi York's book. I think it's either The Mind or Your Potential. It's one of those 2 books. Okay. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out what else. Whew. Y'all got me thinking about a lot of these things. Hey, T-Time, I'm gonna take my email, because I'm gonna try to find it for you. No problem, Angie baby, no problem. I'm about to call you Angel baby. Okay. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do, T-Time, get a pen and paper down. Okay? I need you to write down my email. Those that need my email, I'm gonna just spell it out for you, and you can email me. And I always answer my email. I always get my emails. I always do. Like every second, even before I go to bed, I'm going to look at these emails. You know what I'm saying? So let me know when y'all ready. I will give you my email. I have a lot of information. How you doing? Is that Girly Pop 2.0? Okay. So yeah, so what's happening, I'm gonna give you my email. If y'all ready for my email, I can give it to you. You can email me. I answer my emails. And I have information that I don't really talk about on YouTube. I'm already sharing enough. Okay? So all I can tell you right now, things that's okay, you ready? All right. My email is Brandon. I'm gonna spell it for you. B as in Bob, R as in Randy, A as in Apple, N as in Nancy, D as in Donald, O for Orange, N as in Nancy, F as in Frank, O as in Orange, R for Rod, T as in Thomas, E as in Eden, 48@gmail.com. Okay? Let me know if y'all have it. If you need me to go over it again, I will go over it again. I answer my emails. Trust me. I'm one of them YouTubers that answer the emails. Okay? Because I still got to make sure that one of my subscribers, who channel I'm also subscribed to, make sure that she got the information I sent her. So, because I have a lot of stuff on my hard drive. I mean, a lot of stuff. I have stuff that you wouldn't even believe, that I can't even share with y'all on here. Okay? But just know that there's underground civilizations and there are different beings under the planet. And then to top all of that, there are mermaids that they are finding out that is actually real. Those that practice voodoo and Ifa Santeria, you know. You know about Oshun and Yemoja, Olokun. You also know Lasarin. You know all of that. They are all connected to the mermaids. They're also connected. Lasarin, Oshun, Yemoja are connected to Mami Water. They had similar energies of that of Mami Water. They also know that there's mermaids. And then those people that are the elites, that were called the elites, they eat mermaid meat. This is what they're not telling you. And those brothers and sisters that are Haitian, y'all know what they say about being out there after what, at midnight or late at night, about the mermaids. Okay, y'all should know all of that. Listen, when it come down to these our ancient practices, and it come down to Oshun, Yemoja, those that I named, they are connected to our higher selves. They're connected to the universe, the cosmos, all the above. Listen, they're multi-dimensional too, but they're also connected to your chakras in your body. This is something that they're not telling you. And then, like I said in the past, that your spinal cord has 33 vertebrae. The 33 vertebrae is also called Jacob's ladder. Look that up. Don't believe me, look it up. How you doing? If you don't believe me, look it up. Your 33 vertebrae is also equivalent to the 33rd degree. What does that mean? You're above freezing level, which means you're alive, and then that's connected to going up to the Most High. The Most High is this. This is your access talking to the Most High. People say your Ori and Ifa. You say your higher self or your crown. I'll say, how you doing? Peace. How y'all doing, everybody? So just keep that in mind. That right there. You know what I'm saying? This right here. That crown, that's the crown. Okay? So that's what that is. You know what I mean? So you start finding out all of this. So if anybody else have any questions, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm just letting y'all know what's happening. Those that practice these traditions, listen, Ifa or Voodoo, well, Ifa itself is older than every religion on the planet. Voodoo is older too. Hoodoo is also another source and another practice that we practice as well. Okay? Now, in Jamaica, they call Ifa Santeria, they call it Obia. I think it's called Oba or something like that, Obia or something like that. They call it Obia, I think. Okay, but it's banned. No problem, tea time, no problem. You know what I'm saying? So, no, I think it's spelled O-B-E-A-H. That's how you spell it. O-B-E-A-H. Okay? Listen, these practices help us connect with nature. Yes, I think they are. They're still amongst us. Matter of fact, they're still amongst us. Okay? Matter of fact, I'm gonna share a story. CERN. I was listening to Coast to Coast Radio on YouTube, and there was a guy they talked to, and the guy literally said out of his mouth, he said that CERN found something. I'm gonna get to you on. I'm gonna get to. They said certain found something. They said they found a chained being with chains in another realm, chained up. I looked up the being because I think he mentioned it in the video. I'm gonna spell the name for y'all. Y'all can look it up yourself. Okay. The name of the being is spelled A as in apple, P as in Paul, O as in orange, L as in Lawrence, L as in Lawrence. I think it's either O as in orange, Y as in yacht, O as in orange, and as in Nancy. I think that's how you spell the name. I looked up that name. That name was that of a fallen angel. Okay? Now, this being also go by many names. Okay? So just keep that in mind. That's what they've been finding. Oh, no problem, Angie, baby, no problem, no problem. Just, you got my email. Please, y'all email me. I'm literally letting you know there's stuff I can't say on YouTube, and me and like 3 brothers that I know personally, we were featured on another old channel, and now we finally coming together. We already made the channel. We about to make our own channel. You okay? So we making our own channel. I already made the channel and everything. So yeah, that's what's going on, y'all. Hey, T-Time, I ain't playing with these people because this message need to go out. You know what I'm saying? I'm cooking and everything. I gotta let this message out because if it don't come out, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, everything I'm saying to y'all, watch how people gonna start saying something similar. I'm telling you, you're gonna hear keywords. From now on, people gonna say keywords. You like, yo, dude said that the other night. You know what I'm saying? Listen, this is not a game. People all these trolls are coming on here because they don't want me to tell y'all the truth. They don't want me to tell y'all the truth. They hate that I'm saying this. I got people that I used to be on, who channel I used to be on, that hating the fact that I'm coming up here and that my channel's now coming up and people starting to listen to me. Listen, it is that time for the divine beings to wake up. The divine beings, exactly. The divine beings, y'all, have heard the call. I told you, the high-pitched ringing sound in your ear. That is one call. The other one, many of you probably having premonitions. If your hand's pulsating, you're going through spiritual awakening symptoms. But here's the thing: there's a difference between the chosen ones and the divine beings. The chosen ones are the soldiers; they're the foot soldiers. The divine beings are the children of the divine mother. I keep on saying the divine mother for a reason, because the Pope and the Vatican bow down to her. That's why they still in power. Listen, before there was a he, there was a she. Before there was a he, there was a she. And this is what people don't want to know and don't care about. Before there was a he, there was a she. Okay? Listen. When you... Let me get a piece of paper and pen, because I'm about to teach y'all something. I'm about to teach y'all something. Give me a second right now. Now, this is what I'm going to show you. See if my pen is in here. Yeah. So I'm about to teach y'all something right now. And I really want y'all to look at this. Can one of y'all babies turn the light on for me? Dad trying to look for a pen. I thought this pen was going to work, but I see it's not working. Thank you, son. So I'm trying to find me a pen because I really want y'all to know something here. Because now class, little bit of class about to begin. Let me see, I feel something in my book bag. Hopefully it's a pen. I really want to show y'all something. Yeah, it is eerie. It is eerie, T-Time. But you know what? I'm not worried about it. The Great Mother sent me here. I tell everybody that all the time. I know who sent me here, and I'm proud that she sent me here. And it's been confirmed that she sent me here numerous times. She sent me here numerous times. This is one of my, and she told me some things. Now I'm about to draw this. I'm about to draw this. And I want y'all to see something. What's this? This is the Masonic emblem. What is this? This is the chromosome for the woman. Or may we say womb man. A man with a womb. Now you see this, right? Y'all saw this emblem before. Y'all saw this before. This is the Masonic symbol. Excuse my handwriting. I'm writing fast because I want y'all to see something. Masonic symbol, my bad. Look at that. Look at it carefully. X. In other words, the letter G equals geometry, or may I say the sacred geometry. Okay? The sacred geometry deals with this particular symbol. That symbol right here. This, they call it the pentagram. Right? But here's something right here. Leg, arm, head. Okay? Now, this same symbol Leonardo da Vinci used. I'm going to come back to that, but I'm working on this too. I'm going to come back to this, but I'm coming to let y'all know about this. Now, arm, leg, arm, head equals do y'all see that? Do y'all see that? This symbol by Leonardo da Vinci, he made a symbol and said this is the symbol of the complete man. This same symbol also is equivalent to the woman. Okay? Now, let's go back to this symbol. This symbol have XX, right? And the letter G deals with geometry, like I showed you, and the sacred geometry, right? It is also connected to this name, Gaia, because Geo, right? If I'm not mistaken, it's a prefix that deals with earth. Right? Do y'all follow me? Now, this is dealing with the womb man too, but it also turns into this. The hexagram. So above, so below. But this is also a feminine symbol. This was also shared in the Da Vinci Code with Tom Hanks. Both symbols that I showed you are feminine symbols. So what am I saying, you ask? The sacred geometry and the complete man is the womb man, which means she is highly connected to Gaia or geometry, which is the sacred geometry, because her womb, which is dealing with this XX chromosome, is none other than the mitochondria DNA, which is only found in melanated women. Now, when it come down to it, the melanated women who you call black, whatever, Puerto Rican, all of them, all y'all that's melanated women, the original woman, you are the sacred geometry. Gaia you are built around Gaia, and the reason why she's acting haywire, because a lot of you are acting haywire right now because of the frequency of the music and the food and all of that. So now we're going back to why the hell and what the hell is really going on. I'll tell you what the hell is going on. Everything is out of order, and what is Gaia doing? She's bringing things back in order. She's bringing back everything to the original. There's no such thing as, oh, we're going into the new age. We're going back to the golden age, which is the original age. The original age is the golden age, which means that Gaia is also communicating with people through trees, and the trees are now touching people. Do y'all need to see the video on that? Because I did close my computer. I showed it the other day. So now, this is what's really going on. All these crazy things going on with these floods, that's because she's transforming. Everybody's saying we're going into the fifth dimension. No, not just the fifth dimension. Not just the fifth dimension. If we're going into a so-called golden age, which is the original age, which is the very original age during the time of Lemuria, which you call Atlantis, then she's not just going to be in 5D. She's going to accelerate to a higher dimension, which means you got all the hate, all that unnecessary negativity out of yourself and start doing the shadow work. You have to. Because in order for you to succeed, that's it. Yes. Yeah, now you see why the twerking, when I mentioned about the twerking. Rod Hayes mentioned that. Now you see what I mean by the twerking. Listen, during the ancient times, the womb man, y'all used to walk barefoot, got permission from Earth to start what you call twerking. And it caused natural disasters and tsunamis and all the above. That's how powerful y'all really are, because of your womb. But what's going on? Your womb been diluted and been messed up. Exactly. So now it's been messed up because not just the food you eat, the vibrations, and also the mates that you select. That's why they say be careful who you lie down with. And also that goes to the men, because you hold the X chromosome too. You hold that X chromosome. That chromosome, the X or the mitochondria, comes from the mother down to the child. So men, you are nothing more than a broken woman. That's why in the beginning of the pregnancy of your mother, when you was in your womb, they could not identify your sex or gender, because guess what? You were already female in the beginning, but that X broke off and it turned into a Y. Shout out to Dr. Malachi York for that. Because I have a book and he shows that in the book. Shout out to him. How you doing, Guitar Brothers? So that's what I'm saying. Everything is changing, and we got to keep up with the times. See, this is not just, listen, I'm going to take it up. It's not just a race thing. It's a human race thing. But I have to speak to the original people to let them know what time it is. That's why Gaia acting up. Everybody talk about these evil beings and all that. Okay, that's cool. But you can fight that shit back. Thank you, you too. You can fight that ish back. Vibrations gotta be high. But at the same time, if you are initiated in those ancient practices that I told you about, you're another step ahead. This is not a game, beloveds. I went over that little class session I gave you. So you'll know. So you'll know. Any name ending with AH at the end is feminine. Any name ending with AH is feminine. Keep that in mind. I come to just point the direction to you all. And I tell everybody, I know who sent me here. I don't have to make up none of the stuff I say. Everything I tell you, you can look it up. I'm here. But I just want to let y'all know that this planet is going through a serious transformation. And we are in... Okay, I'm going to tell you what that means. Okay, I'm going to break that down for you, T-Time. If you have if your name has AN in it, if your name has AN or EN, even down to RI, RE, is connected to the Anunnaki bloodline. I got that from an old video I cannot find. And here it goes. AN, it's equivalent to Anu, which means you're a child of the Anunnaki. EN is also connected to the word Lord, which is connected to Enki or Enlil. Okay? Now, here it goes. RE is connected to Re or Ra. Right? RE is equivalent to Ra. But here goes another thing. RE and RA is also equal that of L or L. El Elyon L. Okay? Thank you, Pisces the King. I appreciate it, brother. El Elyon L is one of the names of the divine. Okay? All I'm going to tell you, everything I'm saying to you, I'm not making this stuff up. And I really wanted to share all this insight with you, to let you know what time it is. My thing is, anybody in the coastal regions, keep your eyes on the waters, keep your eye on the weathers. I'm telling you, keep your eye on the weather. Peace, how you doing? Sound, I can't pronounce. I'm just gonna say SS. How you doing? Because right now I'm just trying to get everything straight, put all that out there. Okay. So, right now, what we're seeing so many different things across this planet. And she is totally evolving. And those that have heard the call, it's time to evolve with her. That high-pitched ringing sound. Many of you are divine beings, and some of you are what they call the chosen ones, the foot soldiers. The divine beings are the ones that's going to lead the 144,000. Let's really talk. Let's really talk. Because all y'all saying, I'm chosen, I'm a chosen one. No. If you saying that, beloved, you are a foot soldier. No. I believe that because the definition how they were using it. You see what I'm saying? How they was using it. But when I looked into high insight and I found out that the chosen ones are really the divine beings. There's a difference between the divine beings. I look at the divine beings, not the chosen ones. You got me? Because the divine beings are the ones that lead the charge. They are the divine healers, the real warriors. They are the ones that go ahead and make stuff happen. So when they start seeing apparitions that's trying to attack people, you know what they do? They get that holy water. They go ahead and get some blessing beads from whatever they practice, from being a voodoo priest or whatever. Then they go after them. Oh, I know about him. But see, he's a foot soldier. He's not a divine being. There's a difference. He's a foot soldier, not a divine being. There's a difference. See, we gotta separate the divine beings from the chosen ones. Oh well, let's put it like this: the ones that are, I'm gonna say, the foot soldiers from the divine beings, the captains, the lieutenants, the ones that have rank. Let's put it like that. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So that makes a lot of sense, because I was against that, because there's no such thing as people saying, oh, I'm trying, because they don't know the real definition, because it's been abused. They use it too much. They use it too much. You got to ask yourself, how do you know that you're chosen? I gave you an example, the high pitch ringing sound. Well, you know why it backfired? Because you were supposed to be a priest, brother. That's why. You were supposed to be a priest, and she went against that. See, the ancestors protected you. Because I'm going to tell you something. The number one rule as a practitioner is not to put no type of spell on nobody. That is against cosmic law. Those words came from a good brother named Larry King Bey. When you try to put a spell on somebody, it's against cosmic law. And also, that person that you could be putting a spell on, they more than likely had been selected to be a priest or a priestess in one of those spiritual practices. I don't get it. Priest? Yes. Okay. In the beginning, you know how the way you got these different, you got the Catholic priests, the nuns, and all of that, right? You got all that, the Catholic priests, the nuns, and all of that, right? Now, in Voodoo, in Ifa, Santeria, Palo Miombi, they have priests too. That's where the Catholics copied off of. The Catholics copied off of that. Okay? The people that practice Santeria, Ifa, Voodoo, Palo Miombi, know it or not, they do exorcisms. Everything the Vatican got, they took it from us. But let me go ahead and go a step further. We started the Vatican. No. Tea time, you good, fam. You know, you want to learn. That's why you got my email. That's why I said it's time for me to give you my email. So it's like right now, that whole priest and priestess, I'm trying to tell y'all, is real. The 144,000 everybody talking about. Hey, what's going on? Nice to see you too, family. Look, that 144,000 thing that everybody talking about, that's going to be led by the divine beings. Those divine beings are priests and priestesses. The divine healers, or the divine beings. They're the divine healers and warriors. That's real. There's something they're not going to tell you. Okay? That's why I kept on saying, do y'all get that ringing sound in your ear, that high-pitched ringing sound? Do y'all get that? That's the thing. Do y'all get it? And then you do like this to your ear and it still be ringing. Of course. Yeah, you know it. You know it, fam. You know it. You get that high-pitched ringing sound. You like this and stuff, and it still be ringing. Then you go to the doctor. The doctor say, "Yo, your hearing is good." You like, "Well, my ears were ringing not too long ago." They look at you like, oh, "Okay." That's the call. Like I said, some of y'all have a lot of premonitions and all. I'm giving y'all certain symptoms. I'm not gonna say all of them. That's why I gave y'all my email. Then we can, I can start typing up stuff and start giving you information and all of that. I can start giving you videos and you can start doing your own research. That's the whole point, to do your own research. See, my thing is to teach and help you do cross-referencing and back up what the hell you talking about so nobody can't say you wrong. Because in you lies someone or something or that spirit that want to know because you forgot why the hell you came down to this planet. Many of you forgot. In the ways of the teachings of the Nuwabians, because I went through the whole Nuwabian thing too. We call those that forgot when they came down here Enoshites. The Enoshites are the ones that forgot why they came to this planet. They forgot why they came here. They forgot their mission that they came to do. I played the video with Sister Myra Moss talking about that. If you don't believe it, it's a video that I have right now on the channel said, "Thank you, Sister Myra Moss." And I played the video and she explained somewhere in the video about the mission and all of that. She literally said out her mouth, you have 180 in the physical, 180 in the physical. And 180, first is 180 at the top, 180 at the bottom, which is the whole cipher, which is a circle. Okay? Which is a whole circle. That's one part. That's 360. So you're mastering in the physical body. In the physical, 360 degrees. My man, that's right, Pisces. That's right, man. So if you get listen, that 360, you got to master 180 positive, 180 negative, both physical, both in the physical, right? So this, say like the top of you is the 180. Okay, then the bottom of you at the bottom, your lower part, is the other 180. That's 360. You have to master the positive and negative in this realm physically. Then after you master that, that's 360 degrees. The next step is to master the positive and negative of your spirit self, which means you got to do the shadow work, which is 180 degrees. Positive and negative, which is another 360, which is 360 and 360. You add them together, you have 720 degrees of information, and also dealing with the esoteric information and the esoteric and the exoteric information. Orbs, a lot of orbs are either spirits, ancestors, you name it. I seen orbs at my old job years ago, back in 2009. Some ancestors, some relatives are those orbs. Or you can say apparitions, ghosts, whatever you want to call it. David, this is not a religion. This is not a religion. It's not a religion. It's just more spiritual. It's more spiritual over here. Okay? But that's what I want to share with y'all, man. Like, I've been on here for this one of my longest lives. But yeah, I just want to share this information with y'all. That's what's really going on, man. I really want y'all to know that this is not a game. When I tell you, because Pisces the King, the brother Pisces the King, we talk on the phone a lot. Me, him, I talk to mother Shelly. I gotta get back to talking to the brother Sloan. I gotta get back to talking to him. You see them a lot because you've been called. You're one of the ones that have been called, brother. You're highly spiritual, fam. You're highly spiritual. Oh, thank you, Ripper. I appreciate you too. Peace and blessings to you too. I'm just saying, check it out. You're one of the ones that heard the calling. Tea time. Listen, you got the high pitched ringing sound in your ear. That dee dee. And sometimes going to your left and your right. You have premonitions, fam. You have all of that. You got the gift, man. You got the gift. You know what I'm saying? It's just that you don't know where to go right now. You got to find your way. A lot of us was in that path at one point in time. That's why you have all these questions, because everything I'm saying right now is hitting your spirit like, damn. Like, I felt like that. What the fuck? Like, what's going on? Because it's like it's hitting you. How you doing, mixed taxes? It's like, boom, it's hitting you. Okay? No problem. No problem. That's what I'm here for. One thing you're gonna understand, right? I'm one of them YouTubers that interact, and I put my email up for a reason. I know how it is. Because I was in my 20s. I was in my 20s, y'all, and I was having all kinds of spiritual experiences. I was seeing things. Listen, let me tell y'all. I remember seeing this man, this tall guy wearing all white. Okay, all white. And he was tall. And he smiled at me. And he was a melanated man, smiled, and I'm like, yo, who the hell is this? I put the cover on my head. I was 18 during that time. Put the cover on my head because I was scared of shit. I ain't tell my aunt this, who's now one of my aunts who's now, with the ancestors. I ain't tell her I was staying with her during the time. I'm covering my whole head like this, scared as hell. Next thing you know, years later, I'm in my 20s. I come across the brother William Jolly Bay and an elder that's Nuwabian. The next thing you know, they showed me a book with the 24 elders in it. And I saw Jabril, which is another name for Gabriel. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, dude, I saw him when I was 18. He was like, I'm like, yeah. I covered my head like this. I was scared of shit. It was like, for real? I'm like, yeah, I saw him. Like, he was right there in my aunt's house. The whole room where I was in the basement turned all white. And I was like, you know what I'm saying? I was scared. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I'm 18 years old during that time. That was a long time ago. So I know how I feel when you see stuff. Okay? I've seen a lot in the spirit realm. And people don't realize it's not a joke. I've seen how certain people look like in the spirit realm. And it's crazy and it's spooky to me. And it's not that I'm spooked out, it just fuck your head up. You be like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? You be like, what the hell? I can't believe I saw that. It's real. But like I told y'all, the veil is gone. I've been saying this. Pisces the king. He know what I'm talking about. Mother Shady, everybody who I talk to on the phone know what I'm talking about. They the ones that be sending me videos confirming the stuff that I be telling everybody. And they know listen. I read books, but not like I used to. Of course. You're going to do listen, beloved, you're going through a DNA explosion. You're going through a DNA explosion. That's why I'll be trying to tell everybody, y'all got these symptoms going on. A lot of y'all going through these DNA explosions and don't make any sense. It's coming, boom, 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 boom. It's just coming. And you're trying to figure out what the hell is going on. You got me? You're trying to figure out what's going on. Why is this happening to me? Like I said, it goes back to that high-pitched ringing sound that you hear. Some people even hear somebody call their name and they're not there. And I was told that's your ancestors calling you from the other side. And the ones that you were with, they're like, yo, we over here, we watching you. I was told that. We got your back. Because when I was a child, I used to hear people call my name. Sound like my daggone grandmother during the time. Rest in power to my beloved grandmother, my other grandmother. I had one last grandmother living. But this grandmother, she helped raise me. And I was like, I thought I was downstairs in the kitchen fixing me a bowl of daggone Cookie Crisp. I know y'all remember the Cookie Crisp service. So yeah, having a little fat boy moment. But anyway, I'm fixing some Cookie Crisp and stuff, right? I'm not a fat boy, by the way. I'm not. But I just wanted to say that. But I'm eating some Cookie Crisp and stuff. I hear somebody say, hey, they said my name. I go upstairs like, yo, Granny, you called my name? She's like, no. The hell who calling my name then? So I go in the back room where I was sitting there eating my dad on Cookie Crisp, watching my Saturday morning cartoons. I mean, y'all know about them Saturday morning cartoons back in the day. I was eating my cereal, you know. Back in the day, Cookie Crisp was the good shit, it was good. I can't talk about it now. But I'm like, yo, I gotta give it no bowl. So I go head downstairs. But before I go downstairs, hear somebody call my name again, sound like my grandmother. Now I'm a little boy during this time. I'm like, damn, she called my name. But I ain't see damn, but I'm like, she called my name. I go in there, hey, Granny, you called me? She's like, no, I ain't call you. Now I'm a child trying to figure out, well, who the hell is calling me? Right? So as I got older, I started realizing from all the studies that I studied, all the things I read, that was my ancestors, but they also said that could have been your etheric parents or your spiritual parent. They say all of that. They say that could be your spiritual parent, ancestors, whomever. It could be all of the above. Trying to get your attention, let you know that there is life after death, and that they're on the other side, letting you know they're watching you and protecting you. And they've been waiting for you to wake up because you have a direct link to them. Even down to the ones that passed on or transitioned, I would say. This is something that's serious. But see, we always been a spiritual people and we always been a spiritual people, and we need to understand that this planet is very special. And like I talked to a lot of brothers and sisters, and I told them that this planet has chakras. This planet have a heart. The core of the planet is the heart. Okay? The core of the planet is the heart, and the lava is the plasma, the blood. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. This planet is alive and we're living on her. So I just want to let you know that there's so much happening. This is a grand time, really, to be honest with you, because by everything merging together and all these different beings going to start coming out the woodwork, all these apparitions and everything starting to come out, and these reptilians going to start revealing themselves, like the movie They Live at the end. It's going to be a serious time. But I want you to know something though, and I want you to know this real quickly. You are part reptilian too. Look at your hands; they're webbed. In the beginning, when you was in your mother's womb, you were in water, and you had also a tail. Keep that in mind. And that tail turned into your spinal cord. Also, to make it even interesting, during the 3 trimesters, which is the three that add up to the number 9, which is the 9 months, during those trimesters, you went through a serious transformation of being not just the embryo, but then you turned into a being. That being had a tail in the beginning, had gills, and then you also started looking like a gray. You know, the grays with the big old eyes, you also started having those looks too inside the womb of your mother during the trimesters. So you have a lot of stuff in your DNA. Make you wonder, don't it? But I digress. I don't want to go above your heads. But I give it thanks to Dr. York, Dr. Delbert Blair, Dr. Phil Valentine, Bobby Hemmett, Brother Panic. I'm just giving a shout out to certain ones, Sister Myra Moss. I'm just giving a shout out to certain, like, as a lot of people I'm not going to be able to mention because I can't name all of them. But they helped me along my journey. From the Dr. Malachi Yorks, all of them, they helped me on my journey. And my job is to share what I've learned from experiences with you all. But let you know what's going on with the planet. And let you know that Gaia's not playing. You got to keep in mind, she's alive. Your heart has to be right on going to the next level. Okay? Your heart has to be right. So what I mean, you have to go through the shadow work. You have to first face your shadow self. All right, beloveds? And I said a lot. Hopefully you can go back, share the video. I love all of y'all. I appreciate this live. I appreciate everybody that participated. Questions. Price is the King. I love you for what you're doing, brother. Everybody. Tea Time, everybody. All the people that watched. You know what I'm saying? I love all of you. Let's just go ahead and do what we got to do, beloveds. All right? Peace, love, light. Okay? Darkness. Supreme balance. The yin and yang. May the great mother and the ancestral spirits protect you and guide you. Those that are that's striving for righteousness. Those that are not striving for righteousness, get up out of here and go do you. Because we don't have time for that. Love y'all.